This morning, the Department of Homeland Security remains shut down for the 45th day. And instead of searching for a solution, members of Congress are still pointing fingers at each other.
They want to go back to our open borders.
The Republican Speaker of the House refused to even have a vote on that in the House and went home as we have these big lines at airports.
Lawmakers left town on Friday after House Republicans chose not to put a bill on the floor that was passed unanimously in the Senate that would have funded most of the agency outside of Border Patrol and ICE, arguing that deal, despite being bipartisan, was a gimmick.
We can't have any part of it. This gambit is a joke.
Instead, the House narrowly passed a short-term spending bill that would fund the entire agency, a plan that has no hope of getting the 60 votes it would need in the Senate.
He knows that he sent over something that is just not going to get the support in the Senate.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune has decided not to call the Senate back until he knows he has a deal he can pass.
Democrats are using long TSA lines to throw a temper tantrum about deportations of violent, criminal, illegal aliens.
Meanwhile, President Trump continues to push Senate Republicans to blow up the legislative filibuster and pass the funding bill with only Republican votes, a path Senate Republicans are not interested in.
I think the Senate is playing it too soft. The Republicans are wonderful people, but we're dealing with very sick individuals. The Democrats are sick.
All this as millions of Americans in cities across the country protested the Trump administration under the banner of No Kings, demanding the president change course on a wide range of issues, including his mass deportation program and the war in Iran.
And a source familiar with the negotiations tells NBC that Senator Thune informed senators over the weekend that his team is working with Democrats on a solution, but made note of the fact that Democrats have already repeatedly rejected short-term funding bills for DHS, like the one the House just passed. And this time would be no different. Laura?
All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.